You're paying for things your GMC already does for free. $75 for a trailer light check your truck does with one button. $150 for a diagnostic your phone already ran. $800 in brake wear your truck was preventing, and you turned it off. 10 free features, all hidden, all yours. You just didn't know. Number 1, and the function that inspired this entire video, is trailer light test mode. Every GMC owner who tows has done this. You hook up the trailer, you need to check the lights, brake lights, turn signals, running lights. So you either ask someone to stand behind the trailer while you press the pedals, or you wedge something against the brake pedal, run to the back, check, run to the front, hit the turn signal, run to the back again. 6 trips around the truck, 10 minutes of your life. And if nobody's around to help, you're doing the whole thing alone, getting in and out of the cab like a circus act. Or you drive to the dealer and pay $75 for a trailer light inspection that takes them 30 seconds with 2 people. Your truck already does this, by itself, with one button, and nobody told you. On 2019 and newer GMC trucks, go to your infotainment screen, Settings, Vehicle, Trailer Light Test. Press it. The truck automatically cycles through every trailer light function. Left turn, right turn, running lights, brake lights, in sequence. You walk to the back of the trailer once, watch the full cycle. Confirm everything works. Walk back to the cab. Done. No helper, no dealer, no $75, no circus act. Here's the thing. This function has been built into every T1XX GMC since 2019. That's 6 model years of trucks, hundreds of thousands of vehicles, with a feature that 99% of owners have never opened. It's buried 3 menus deep in the infotainment. GM never mentions it during delivery. The salesperson didn't show you. The owner's manual lists it on page 400 and something between the tire pressure specs and the towing capacity chart. Nobody reads that far. And every owner I've told about it says the same thing. Why didn't I know this? Because GM built it and forgot to tell you. That's the theme of this entire video. Let's keep going, because number 2 isn't about convenience. It's about your family. And here's the bonus. If a light doesn't work during the test, the infotainment tells you which one failed. Left turn, right turn, running light. You know exactly what's wrong before you grab a test light or crawl under the trailer. On most trailers, it's a burnt bulb or a corroded ground wire. A $2 bulb and 5 minutes with a wire brush. Not a $75 dealer visit where they diagnose the same thing, charge you for the bulb, charge you for the labor, and schedule you for an hour you didn't need to spend. Number 2, teen driver mode with report card. If your teenager drives your GMC, or if you're about to hand them the keys for the first time, this feature is non-negotiable, and it's been sitting in your settings menu since 2016. Available on 2016 and newer GMC trucks, you set it up through the infotainment, assign a key fob to your teen driver profile. When that fob starts the truck, teen driver mode activates automatically. No way around it. No way to disable it from the driver's seat. The system limits top speed. You set the max. Limits audio volume so they're not blasting music at 80 decibels and missing emergency sirens. Forces seatbelt use. The radio won't turn on until the belt is buckled. Sends overspeed warnings at the threshold you choose. And traction control cannot be disabled. Full stability track stays on regardless of what buttons they press. But here's the part that changes the conversation. The report card. Every time your teen drives the truck and returns home, the system generates a report. Maximum speed reached, total distance driven, number of overspeed warnings triggered, number of stability control events, meaning the truck had to intervene because the driving exceeded safe limits, forward collision alerts, hard braking events. It's all logged automatically without your teen knowing it's being recorded. You sit down with your teenager after they bring the truck back. You pull up the report card. You see that they hit 82 in a 55 zone. You see that stability track activated twice. You have the data, not accusations, data. That conversation is different from, "I heard you were speeding." It's, "The truck recorded 82 miles per hour at 9:47 p.m. on Friday." Your truck monitors your teenager better than you can, and it's been sitting in your settings menu since 2016. Number 3, this one works from anywhere in the world, and it does more than you think. Remote start. Extended to 20 minutes with automatic climate activation. You know about remote start from the key fob. 2 presses of the lock button, then hold the remote start. The engine runs for 10 minutes. What most owners don't know, the My GMC app lets you start the truck from anywhere with cell signal. Not 300 feet like the fob, anywhere. Another state, another country. Your office on the 14th floor. Your hotel room in a different time zone. And here's the hidden part. If you set your heated seats or cooled seats to auto before you turn the truck off, they activate automatically during remote start. The truck starts, the climate system kicks on based on outside temperature, heat in winter, AC in summer, and the seats heat or cool, all before you walk outside. In January, you're getting into a warm cabin with heated seats already at temperature and the windshield already defrosted. In August, the cabin is cool and the leather isn't burning your back. Drop a comment. Which of these 10 did you not know your truck had? Subscribe for more every week. Let's keep going. Duration? The app allows you to trigger remote start twice. 10 minutes each. 20 minutes total of warm-up or cool down before you touch the door handle. Most owners think remote start is 10 minutes from 300 feet away. It's 20 minutes from anywhere on Earth. Your truck is climate controlled before you leave the house, from anywhere. That's been available since the My GMC app launched, and your dealer never demonstrated it during delivery. Number 4. Automatic grade braking. And this is the one that saves you $800 in brake wear that you don't even realize you're losing. On 2019 and newer trucks with the 5.3 or 6.2, the system uses sensors to detect when you're descending a grade. It automatically applies engine braking, holding a lower gear to slow the truck using the engine instead of the brakes. Less brake pedal pressure needed, less heat buildup on the rotors, less pad wear, less warping. Here's what nobody realizes. This works even when you're not towing, not just in tow haul mode. The truck senses the grade and intervenes on its own during normal daily driving. That long hill on your daily commute that you ride the brakes down every morning, the truck has been managing it. Or it was, until you turned it off without knowing what you turned off. A full brake job on a GMC truck runs $300 to $600 per axle. Front and rear together, $600 to $1,200. Owners who ride the brakes on every downgrade replace rotors and pads twice as fast as owners who let the truck use engine braking. Auto-grade braking reduces that wear on every hill, every descent, every mountain road, automatically and silently. One trip through the Rockies without engine braking can overheat your rotors to the point of warping. That's an $800 lesson that the truck was trying to prevent for free. Your truck was saving your brakes. Now you know to make sure it's still on. Here's how to check. Go to your infotainment, settings, vehicle, ride, and handling. Look for grade braking or automatic grade braking. Make sure it's enabled. If someone, a valet, a service tech, a previous owner, turned it off, your truck has been letting you ride the brakes on every downgrade since then. Every hill, every exit ramp, every mountain pass, thousands of unnecessary brake applications that the truck was designed to handle with the engine. Turn it back on. It takes 4 seconds. Number 5, the My GMC app. And most owners are using about 10% of what it can do. Download it, log in, connect to your truck. Then look at what's actually available, because it's not just a remote start button on your phone. Geofencing, set a virtual boundary around any location on the map. Your house, your teenager's school, a parking lot. If the truck crosses that boundary, your phone gets an instant alert. Useful for teen drivers who said they're going to the library. Useful for fleet vehicles. Useful for knowing if someone moves your truck from your driveway at 3 a.m. while you're asleep. Battery voltage, real-time battery health monitoring. The app tracks your battery's charge level and warns you if it's dropping below threshold, before you're stranded in a parking lot, turning the key and hearing nothing. That's a $200 tow and a $200 battery that a free notification would have prevented. Tire pressure readout without walking to the truck. A fuel level from your couch. Oil life percentage so you know exactly when to schedule the change. And vehicle diagnostics. The app runs a scan of your truck's systems and reports any active codes with plain language descriptions of what they mean. Not P0420, not cryptic alphanumeric codes. English. Evaporative emission system leak detected. That's a loose gas cap. Tighten it. Done. No dealer visit, no $150 diagnostic fee. Your phone knows more about your truck than you do. It's time to open the app. Number 6. Trailer Sway Control Customization. Every GMC from 2007 forward has StabiliTrak-based trailer sway control. The system detects lateral oscillation from the trailer, the side-to-side swaying that starts small and can escalate into a full loss of control within seconds, and applies individual wheel brakes to counteract it while simultaneously reducing engine power. On 2019 and newer, you can adjust the sensitivity through the infotainment, how aggressively the system intervenes. Most owners don't know the adjustment exists, and the factory default may not match your trailer's weight distribution. A lighter trailer in crosswinds needs higher sensitivity. The system needs to catch sway early before it amplifies. A heavy, well-balanced fifth wheel needs less intervention, so the system doesn't activate unnecessarily on rough road surfaces. The setting is in your Trailer Preferences menu. Dial it to your specific setup. The system works dramatically better when it's calibrated to what you're actually pulling, rather than what GM assumed you might pull. Your truck is already preventing trailer sway. You just didn't know you could fine-tune how aggressively it does it. Number 7. HD Surround Vision with 5 camera views. Available on 2020 and newer Denali, AT4, and SLT with the right package. 5 camera angles: front, rear, left side, right side, and a top-down bird's-eye view that stitches all 4 cameras into a single overhead image showing everything within 3 feet of the truck simultaneously. Most owners use the backup camera. That's 1 view out of 5. The top-down view shows you every curb, every post, every pedestrian, every shopping cart around the truck at the same time. The front camera eliminates the blind spot directly in front of the bumper, the spot where you can't see a low bollard or a kid's bicycle until you hear the crunch. On a full-size truck that's over 20 feet long, that front camera alone justifies the package. 5 views. Most owners use 1. The other 4 have been there since delivery day. And if you tow, there's one more view that changes everything: the transparent trailer view. On trucks with the right trailer and camera package, the system stitches the truck's rear camera with a camera mounted on the back of the trailer to create an image that looks like you can see straight through the trailer. The trailer disappears on screen, and you see the road behind it as if the trailer isn't there. For lane changes on the highway with a 30-foot trailer blocking your rear view, this is the difference between guessing and knowing. Number 8. Adaptive Cruise Control with Stop and Go and Gap Adjustment. Available on 2019 and newer with the right trim and package. The truck maintains your set speed, keeps distance from the vehicle ahead, slows to a complete stop in traffic, and accelerates again when traffic moves, all without touching a pedal. In bumper-to-bumper highway traffic, you set it once and the truck handles the rest. Here's the hidden part: gap adjustment. Most owners set cruise control and never touch the settings again, but the following distance is adjustable on the fly using the gap button on the steering wheel. 3 or 4 settings depending on model: far, medium, or near. In heavy highway traffic, near gap prevents other vehicles from constantly cutting into your lane and triggering unnecessary braking. On open highway in rain or snow, far gap gives you maximum reaction time. Your truck drives itself in stop-and-go traffic, and you can tell it exactly how close to follow. You've been white-knuckling the commute for nothing. One more thing on adaptive cruise: in rain or snow, switch to the far gap setting and reduce your set speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. The system adjusts braking intensity automatically, but it doesn't account for reduced tire grip on wet roads. The radar still sees the car ahead perfectly in rain. It doesn't lose signal like some systems do, but the stopping distance on wet pavement is longer than dry, and the far gap gives you the margin the physics require. The truck handles the traffic, you handle the conditions. Number 9. Integrated Trailer Brake Controller Gain Adjustment. On 2019 and newer GMC trucks with the trailering package, there's a factory-integrated trailer brake controller accessible from the dash. The gain setting adjusts how aggressively the trailer brakes are applied when you press the brake pedal. It's a 1 to 10 scale, and it matters more than most owners realize. Here's the problem: most owners never adjust it from the factory default, and the factory setting is a compromise for an average trailer that doesn't exist. Your trailer is either lighter or heavier than what that default assumes, and the wrong setting is costing you either safety or tire life. Too low? The trailer pushes the truck during braking. You feel it in the pedal and the steering. Stopping distance increases. The truck is doing all the work while the trailer coasts. Too high. The trailer brakes lock up before the truck brakes fully engage. Trailer tires skid, flat spots form. Wear accelerates on tires that cost $200 each. The correct setting. Increase the gain until you feel the trailer brakes engage firmly without lockup during a test stop at 20 miles per hour in an empty parking lot. It takes 30 seconds, and your braking distance with a trailer could improve by 20 to 30%. Your trailer brake setting has been wrong since day one. 30 seconds in a parking lot fixes it. Number 10. Vehicle diagnostics through the GMC app. And this is the feature that should make every owner furious they didn't know about it sooner. Here's the scenario. Your check engine light comes on. You call the dealer. They schedule you for Thursday. You take a half day off work. You drive in. They plug in a scan tool. They read the code. They tell you what it means. They charge $100 to $150 for the diagnostic. Then they quote you the repair. You've spent half a day and $150 just to find out what the light means. Your phone already did the diagnostic before you called. The GMC app on 2016 and newer trucks runs a full vehicle system scan through the OnStar module. It reads every active diagnostic trouble code. It translates the code into plain language, not P0420, but evaporative emission system leak, which probably means your gas cap is loose. It tells you the severity, whether it's urgent or informational, whether you need a mechanic today or whether you can drive normally and schedule at your convenience. And it does all of this for free, from your couch, before you ever pick up the phone. Let me be clear. The app doesn't replace a mechanic. It replaces the diagnostic fee. You walk into the shop already knowing what the code is, what it means, and how serious it is. You're not paying $150 for information your phone already had. You're not taking a half day off work for a loose gas cap. Your phone already knows what's wrong with your truck. The dealer was charging you to find out. Now you know to check the app first. Here are the 5 most common codes the app will show you on a GMC truck. P0420. Catalytic converter efficiency below threshold. Could be a bad cat or just an aging oxygen sensor. P0446. Evaporative emission system. Almost always a loose or cracked gas cap. P0300. Random misfire. Could be spark plugs, coil packs, or fuel injectors. P0171. System too lean. Often a vacuum leak or a failing mass airflow sensor. And P0521. Engine oil pressure low. That one, stop driving and call a mechanic immediately. The app tells you all of this before you spend a dime. 10 features, all free, all built into the truck you already own. 0 parts, 0 installation, 0 dealer visits. A trailer light test that replaces a $75 inspection. A teen driver system that monitors what you can't. Climate activation from anywhere in the world. Grade braking that saves your rotors. An app that reads your codes for free. Trailer settings that most owners have never adjusted. 5 camera views that most owners have never opened. Cruise control that drives in traffic. A brake controller that's been set wrong since delivery. And a diagnostic tool that makes the $150 dealer scan obsolete. If you want the modifications that go beyond what's built in, watch 5 banned GMC modifications that actually work. And for the cheap parts that protect your truck from the failures these features can't prevent, watch 5 cheap GMC mods. Everyone ignores. Gold mines. Your truck has been doing things you didn't know about since the day you bought it. Now you do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.